What's up, everybody? Mancave Dave here in Michigan with another pickups video. I know I said I was going to do the G.I. Joe figures next, but I started digging in bins and I just got so excited about all this cool stuff that I just couldn't stop. So for those of you who might be just tuning in, I recently bought a childhood toy collection from someone, excuse me, and it was about 10 or 11 bins full of his toys from when he was a kid that had been sitting in the garage, and he finally decided that, it's time to let these go on to someone else who's going to enjoy them. And so this is the fourth video in that series. As I fill this table, I shoot a quick video to show you all what we found and then go from there. So over here we have Mask. Now, I always thought Mask was super cool. I didn't really have any of these toys when I was a kid, and picked up a lot of them a few years ago. I'm gonna have to go through and see what I've got, and I think I might hang on to some of these for a while. They're just really cool. I love the vehicles, just the bright colors, and really cool with the different hidden things that they do, and the characters. I'm not familiar with who's who, although I think that guy might be the bad guy for Venom, maybe. Anyway, then we have some BraveStar figures. These guys are really cool. This guy with the red eyes reminds me of Cad Bane from Star Wars. So some different weapons and accessories, and this guy with the hat. And this vehicle, even though it's broken, is part of it as well. I don't know if these plastic figures go with anything. I think I have one of these dragon guys down in my man cave already, but I grew up, my dad really liked old Godzilla movies and monster movies, so we grew up watching those, so I'll probably hang on to at least a couple of those guys. Up here we have Blackstarr, which I've seen, oh, there's my finger, my thumb, seen these guys a few times in collections I've purchased, but really some neat figures here. The earlier lines, if I remember right, the earlier figures didn't spark, but some of these newer ones, there's a little switch in the back that you rotate and it sparks. Because in the 80s, we loved toys that might set your house on fire. So some different figures, different little demon guys in the back there. And we have some Silverhawks, Silverhawk figures, these three right here. And then a whole mishmash of little guys. We have some from Battlestar Galactica and some Western hero figures, some DC Sergeant Rock figures, and then a whole, oh, these guys are really cool. They are monsters, classic monsters. I'll probably hang on to these. We got Frankenstein's monster, some kind of swamp monster, the Wolfman and Dracula. And then some Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark figures, including the Arabian Horse, which those of you who collect this line know that's a very exciting find there. Now, a lot of these guys have some damage to their hands, some thumbs, fingers broken off, but still pretty, I don't know about how rare, but I come across them very infrequently. Those of you who watch my videos probably saw, well, boy, what was that, 2021? My buddy Aaron and I picked a toy house, and there were some of these sealed in cards, pretty sun damaged, but still really neat to see. So anyway, here's some loose ones. Then we have Thundercats. I have a couple of these guys already, but missing a lot of the accessories, so it's cool to see Mumra with his sword, dagger, and the piece that would light up on the back. So you put a battery in here, touch the metal to this little metal piece on the back, and his eyes would light up. And Lion-O does the same. Unfortunately, it looks like these had some, yeah, it's shaking. There's some corroded pieces off, left batteries in there. See if I can fix them. But either way, still pretty neat to have. Now, in the 80s, wrestlers were well, larger than life. But just a huge part of being a kid in the 80s. And while I'm not a big wrestling guy, it's really neat to find these guys. And I'm going to add these to the man cave. So just some great figures, these larger figures, a little bit dirty. I'll clean them up a little bit. But just super neat. And takes me back to being a kid, going over to my friend's house where we would talk about, the latest Hulk Hogan match or the Ultimate Warrior or Andre the Giant, of course, Macho Man, Randy Savage. So it's really fun to find those. Popoids, I think this was actually a McDonald's version. I vaguely remember these and getting them in Happy Meals, and a whole bunch of constructs, another building toy from the 80s. So a friend of mine, Travis, he recently acquired a bunch of his from childhood. So I think that I'm just gonna bag all these up and send them over to add to his bin. So his kid can have some more fun with them. And then we have some awesome Transformers. So I think Kyle, the individual who I purchased these from, he had a couple of kids. Has a couple of kids, and I think some of these in the back, you know, they're newer ones that maybe his kids had. But lots of G1. We have an awesome condition Optimus Prime. You even have the hands sticking out of the lights here. We have a great Soundwave. He was always one of my favorites. And one of his cassette tapes back here. We have the combiners for Predaking, which I know my friend Adam was a big fan of that. So really fun to find those. I can't remember this guy's name, but I love the Lamborghini. I remember in school, I had a Trapper Keeper with the Lamborghini and a lightning bolt in the back. So awesome. That just screams 80s to me. Let's see, Jets. And again, I don't know a lot of the names, but it's just so fun to see these little insect guys, lots of guns. And I absolutely love the original Decepticon Jets. So here's one, really good shape. I'm looking forward to adding this to the collection. Just some really cool engineering and just awesome. And then this is neat, Battle in the Desert Valley poster calendar. So you open this up, and it's got all different figures from 1985. So lots of cool artwork. And on the back, have some pictures of the toys, of course. So really fun finds here. Really nice to see so many Transformers and a lot of the little ones. This guy is neat too, a little train. My oldest really liked Thomas the Train growing up, so this reminds me of that. Just cooler because it's a Transformer. So I'm not sure what my favorite thing here is. If it's the mask, which is neat, or the Thundercats, or the Transformers, or the wrestlers. So just lots and lots of good stuff here. So thanks for watching, everybody. This is Mancave Dave here in Michigan, and I will try to get the G.I. Joes up next. Thanks again.